Welcome to the Psychological Counseling Module 3. The course code for this module is PC30D3. My name is S. Dube and I'm going to be your tutor for this module. First of all, let's look at the course content of this module, or what is contained in this module. So basically, we are going to look at the following units: psychological counseling techniques, key elements of social psychology, HIV palliative counseling, counseling orphans and vulnerable children, counseling affected families, members and bereavement counseling, religious or spiritual counseling, principles suitable for people living with HIV, affected family members, legal and ethical principles of HIV/AIDS, counseling, designing a counseling-friendly atmosphere, consultancy room for HIV counseling and testing. Learning outcomes. What we want to see once you've completed this module is that we want to see an increase in awareness and understanding of counseling in HIV/AIDS matters. Develop and equip students with skills and competence in counseling techniques useful in HIV/AIDS management. Impact useful legal and ethical requirements needed in HIV/AIDS counseling. Practice self-reflection through associated readings and a series of exercises in order to arrive at a greater awareness of your own moral values and level of integrity at which you wish to lead your personal and professional life. Become more sensitive to the consequences of your decisions and that of others. Understand the necessity for relying on personal values and how these may be integrated in the world of HIV/AIDS. Develop and improve skills essential in combating HIV/AIDS through the use and application of learned concepts and knowledge on HIV/AIDS. Introductory overview. The scourge of HIV/AIDS is many members of our society is affected and infected by AIDS who need counseling in order to cope with the fear of the unknown. These members, adults and children alike, suffer emotional turmoil, have fear, grief, poor performance, nightmares, headaches, and a myriad of other disorders which require attention by those caring for them. Their fears border on issues such as who will take care of them and why they affected and inflicted. Some have anger, bitterness towards the family members and God. Counseling is thus an essential tool which gives them the opportunity to voice out their feelings and fears, which makes them feel heard and understood. Those who receive effective counseling are able to smile again. Their performance improves and they show tremendous change towards life without their loved ones and with the disease. Psychological counseling presents an opportunity to help those afflicted and affected to cope with HIV/AIDS and is an essential component of HIV/AIDS management. The study of this module therefore prepares students or any other reader with basic techniques of HIV counseling which are essential in HIV/AIDS management in any situation that assists members of our societies cope with life's challenges. Furthermore, you as an HIV student are encouraged to continuously consult libraries and the internet in your quest to gather recent information on HIV/AIDS. This manual contains only guidelines as HIV and AIDS and treatment is an ongoing matter. Let's look at your assignments. Assignment 1. Using concepts of social psychology, explain the role of social psychology in HIV and AIDS counseling. So you have to acquaint yourself with an element of those keywords: social psychology and its role in HIV counseling. Using concepts of social psychology, I think, explain the role of social psychology in HIV and AIDS counseling. Assignment 3, discuss the ethical standards that guide the work of counselors and explain why ethical standards are needed in counseling. So ethics is very important. Ethics is everywhere. So it has to do with about the upholding the moral standards of counseling to create that much needed integrity in the world of counseling. Assignment 4, the initial diagnosis of HIV/AIDS is still perceived by many patients as a life-threatening event, which over 1/3 of cancer patients experience in clinical range and depression. Using the principles of palliative care, elaborate on how a counselor can assist a client to deal with depression. In your answer, define depression and highlight the signs and symptoms and the causes of depression in a person living with HIV/AIDS. Assignment 5, the person living with HIV/AIDS faces the physical tragedy of terminal illness compounded by the religious, spiritual tragedies of alienation and oppression. Discuss the religious and the biblical principles which can be used in counseling people living with HIV/AIDS. Assignment 6, discuss the role of HIV counseling and testing in the fight against HIV/AIDS in Namibia. So counseling and testing has played a very, very important role. Often it is regarded as an entry point towards treatment, care, and support. So what role has it played in the fight against HIV? Assignment 7, a counselor plays a fundamental role in counseling process. Discuss the qualities and skills needed to make a good enough counselor. Okay. Assignment 8, discuss the bereavement counseling. Discuss bereavement counseling and how a counselor can apply the 5 stages of grieving by Dr. Kubler-Ross. And in conclusion, students are strongly advised to read extensively before attempting any assignment. My contact details are readily available. Feel free to contact me, and happy studies ahead. I look forward to your assignments, and I thank you.